This is an artist's impression of the site of Britain's first Las Vegas-style Supercasino. It's the wave-like shape right next door to the City of Manchester Stadium. The decision was a shock for the gambling industry as much as anyone else. Almost all the betting had gone on other contenders. It's a major blow for Blackpool, which had bid for a Supercasino as part of an ambitious plan to regenerate the famous Golden Mile. It's a blow too for the other favourite, the Dome site in East London, now known as the O2. Work on a new arena is nearly complete, but a casino would have generated a much bigger leisure development. An independent panel of experts rejected this bid in favour of Manchester.
Greater Manchester has a catchment area second only to London, and quite clearly casino in Greater Manchester would be an enormous success and carry with it other good things.
So how big will this super casino actually be? Well, the answer is the size of a football pitch. The rules will allow up to 1,250 unlimited jackpot slot machines in an area of 5,000 square metres or more. That's roughly equivalent to the playing surface around me now. The Wheel of Fortune has spun for other parts of the UK too. There'll be large casinos in these 8 areas with up to 150 gaming machines at each, and smaller ones at another 8 successful bid sites, each with a maximum of 80 machines. Will all these new casinos create social problems? One professional gambler has warned that newcomers could be vulnerable to addiction.
It makes me sad to see the rollout of the super casinos. This is about fruit machines, roulette, non-skill-based games, and I think that I just hope that the super casino fulfills a role as an entertainment venue to offset the negatives of increased addiction, increased availability of gambling.
So there'll be no gambling at the Dome, the end of a controversial bid which saw ministers accused of inappropriate contacts with the American developers. Instead, it'll be place your bets in Manchester. It's still technically a recommendation, MPs have the final vote, but that won't stop the celebrations in the city tonight. Hugh Pym, BBC News. The favourites, London's Dome and Blackpool, ended as losers. Manchester has come up on the outside for a surprise jackpot. Las Vegas-style gambling is coming to Britain, but the original bet has been scaled back. To start with, the government wanted to see 40 super casinos, but after heavy opposition, that's been reduced to just 1, as we've heard, in Manchester. So how big will it be and what will be in it? Well, the answer is the size of a football pitch. And there'll be a maximum of 1,250 gaming machines with unlimited jackpots. And the Wheel of Fortune has spun for other parts of the UK too. There'll be 8 large casinos with up to 150 gaming machines at each one, and 8 smaller casinos with a maximum of 80 gaming machines. And in those areas, casinos will mean big changes to the local economy and people's leisure time. But one professional gambler has warned that some newcomers won't understand what they're getting into.
The biggest problem will be an increased awareness of gambling and the sale of gambling as a solution to people out of poverty for people, selling people a dream that it's not possible to realise.
The government says there will be new measures to curb problem gambling and addiction.
British casinos will be subject to new controls which will be the strictest in the world. For example, Las Vegas-style tricks of the trade will not be allowed. There will be no free alcohol to induce more gambling. There'll be no pumped oxygen to keep players awake.
The new casinos won't get the final go-ahead till MPs vote on the plans. There'll be more debate on whether liberalised gambling is a good idea. But for now, Manchester will be celebrating its win. Hugh Pym, BBC News.